My wife's behavior changes every time I come back from a work trip. I can't ignore the signs anymore. I think she's hiding something from me. I, 34M, work in regional logistics and spend maybe 6 to 10 days a month traveling for work. It's not glamorous, just part of the job. My wife, 32F, works from home, freelance marketing. We've been married for 6 years. Solid relationship, or at least I thought so. The first few years, she hated when I left. Texted me constantly, stayed up late to FaceTime. But somewhere in the last 18 months, things shifted. At first, I thought it was just us getting older, settling in. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm living in a house that isn't entirely mine anymore. Every time I come home from a trip, something feels off. The first few times, I chalked it up to post-travel fatigue. But it's too consistent now. One week she's overly affectionate, clean house, my favorite dinner, candles lit, like she's trying to erase something. The next, she's distant and cold, eyes glued to her phone, no kiss at the door. Just a hey, like I'm a roommate. A few months ago, I started noticing tiny inconsistencies. A coffee mug in the sink when I know I washed them all before leaving. The smell of cigarettes on the balcony, neither of us smoke. A weird men's bracelet left on the bathroom shelf that disappeared the next day when I casually asked what it was. She said it was from her brother. Her brother lives in Oregon. We're in Pennsylvania. She also started going out more when I'm gone. I don't mean clubbing, but little things. A wine tasting with the girls, hiking, art exhibits. All things she never cared for before. Her Instagram got more active too, random sunset shots, coffee shop vibes, artsy pics of our cat, like she's trying to show off a curated life. And the comments? One in particular from some dude named Kyle, beautiful view, I'd recognize that smile anywhere winking face dot. She deleted it, but I'd already seen the notification pop up. When I asked, she said he was a college friend messing around. Sure. The final straw, at least emotionally, was last month. My flight got changed and I came home almost 12 hours early. Didn't text, didn't call. Just walked in around 10 p.m. Lights were on. TV playing some low-volume indie drama she never watches. She was in the shower. I swear I heard whispering, like a conversation being quickly wrapped up. I stood in the hallway for a good minute before she came out surprised, wrapped in a towel. Said she was just watching a show in the bath. Her phone was nowhere in sight. Not charging. Not in the living room. Eventually, I found it in the backyard, on the patio table, screen down. Why would it be there? She made this whole thing about how nice it was to see me early. Tried to seduce me into bed like nothing happened. But I couldn't stop thinking about the faint smell of cologne in the bathroom that wasn't mine. With the 2 wine glasses on the kitchen counter, one lipstick marked, the other not. I didn't confront her. I wanted to, but I didn't have hard proof. Just fragments. Now I feel like a damn stranger in my own house. I go away, and I'm terrified of what I'll come back to. I want to believe I'm just being insecure. That maybe I'm creating problems that don't exist because I travel so much and feel disconnected. But the puzzle pieces keep stacking, and they don't fit together cleanly. I'm at a crossroads. Do I confront her without proof? Do I dig deeper, check her phone, install a camera? That feels disgusting. But so does feeling like I'm being played for a fool. I'm scared that if I keep digging, I'll find what I don't want to see. But I'm more scared that if I don't, I'll never know the truth. What would you do? Comment 1. Man, trust your gut. You're not crazy. The wine glasses, the cologne, the unlocked back door, that's not normal. You've clearly been noticing patterns, and it sounds like she's slipping up. I know it feels awful to doubt someone you love, but you're not doing anything wrong by wanting clarity. Install a camera. You deserve peace of mind, even if it leads to something painful. Better to know than live like this. Comment 2. Not saying she's cheating, but half this post reads like a Netflix thriller and the other half like pure paranoia. 2 wine glasses? Maybe she had a friend over. Phone outside? Could have been taking a call. Don't jump to conclusions unless you want to destroy your marriage over guesses. Talk to her. Like, actually sit down and talk like adults. Comment 3. I've been where you are. My ex-wife acted super sweet every time I returned from business trips, and it turned out she was seeing her friend from the gym. I ignored the signs too long. Set up a small camera by the back entrance. That's how I caught them. Don't feel guilty for protecting your peace. If she's doing nothing wrong, she'll never know. If she is, you'll finally have answers. Update. Thanks to everyone who commented. I read every single one of your replies, even the ones that told me I was being paranoid or insecure. I honestly didn't expect that kind of response. I didn't know what I was hoping for, but I guess I needed to feel like I wasn't losing my mind. I decided to do something I never thought I'd do. I set up a hidden camera. It wasn't high-tech spy gear or anything. Just a small motion-triggered cam I ordered online. I placed it in the living room, facing the back door and kitchen. I figured that was the most active zone when I'm away. I didn't tell anyone, not even my best friend. Just quietly waited for my next trip. Last week, I left for what she thought was a 4-day trip to Cincinnati. In reality, I only drove 3 hours out, checked into a motel, and waited. I gave it 2 full days. On the second night, Around 9:40 p.m., my phone buzzed. Camera picked up movement. I opened the app, and there he was. Some guy I've never seen before, maybe mid-30s, taller than me, in a dark hoodie, casually walking into my house through the back door like he'd done it 100 times. My wife met him in the kitchen. No kiss, no hug, just this weird casual familiarity, like comfort. She poured him wine. They sat close on the couch, talked, laughed. Then she took off her hoodie. She was wearing my college t-shirt underneath, the one she never wears anymore. That did something to me I wasn't ready for. They didn't even try to sneak around. He put his arm around her, and they watched some movie like it was their routine. Around 10:30, they disappeared down the hall. Bedroom camera. Yes, I had one there too. I hate myself for it. Triggered about 10 minutes later. I couldn't watch it. I just couldn't. I didn't sleep. I drove back early morning, heart pounding the whole way. I sat in the driveway for almost 2 hours, trying to figure out what the hell I was going to say. I didn't have a plan. Just pain and adrenaline. When I walked in, she was making breakfast like nothing happened. Said she missed me. Gave me this small kiss. Asked how my trip went. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "Who's the guy that was here Tuesday night?" She froze. No blink. No, what are you talking about? Just this pause. Then her voice dropped. You weren't supposed to know. That sentence. It shattered everything. Turns out, she met him at some local networking thing over a year ago. He's a graphic designer or something. She claims it started as an emotional affair and only turned physical recently. I didn't plan for it to happen, she said, like that changes a damn thing. She tried to spin it like she was lonely. That she felt like we'd grown distant with all my traveling. That she didn't know how to tell me because she still loves me in her own way. I don't even know what that means. I asked her how many times he'd been here. She didn't answer. I asked her if she loved him. She said, I don't know. I packed a bag and left. Staying at a buddy's place for now. Haven't told my family yet. I can't even believe this is my life. I feel stupid. Like I ignored the signs for way too long. But more than that, I feel numb. Like someone replaced the person I married with a stranger I don't recognize. She wasn't even crying when I left. Just sat at the kitchen table, staring at her phone. I'm talking to a lawyer next week. I'm not sure what comes after this. I know some people work through infidelity, but this wasn't a one-time mistake. It was a routine. A second life she built while I was working to support ours. Anyway, thanks again to everyone who encouraged me to trust my gut. I wish I'd done it sooner.